And welcome back, good viewers. Alright, we're ready for ballrooming.
Well, well. What have we here?
Hello to you.
The leader of the new Inquisition. Fabled herald of the faith. Delivered from
Morrigan?
the grasp of the Fade by the hand of blessed Andraste herself. What could bring such an exalted creature here to the Imperial Court, I wonder? Do even you know?
We may never know. Courtly intrigues and all that.
Such intrigues obscure much, but not all. I am Morrigan. Some call me advisor to Empress Celine on matters of the arcane. You have been very busy this evening, hunting in every dark corner of the palace. Perhaps you and I hunt the same prey.
I hope so. I could use another ally here.
A sentiment I share, considering recent events.
Recent events?
Recently I found and killed an unwelcome guest within these very halls. An agent of Tevinter. So I offer you this, Inquisitor. A key found on the Tevinter's body. Where it leads, I cannot say. Yet if Celine is in danger, I cannot leave her side long enough to search. You can.
You left Celine alone. Is that wise?
I must return to her anon, but she is safe enough, for the moment. 'Twould be a great fool who strikes at her in public in front of all her court and the Imperial Guard.
What's your interest in protecting Empress Celine? Are you her bodyguard?
Do I seem a bodyguard to you? If anything were to happen to Celine, eyes would turn first to her occult advisor, even if they knew otherwise. There are sharks in the water, and I will not fall prey to them. Not now, not ever.
Why did you kill the agent? He might have had useful information.
I would not have slain the man on sight had he not attacked me first. Why? Undoubtedly I caught him in an illicit act. I did not know from whence he came until after the battle, and regret only that I could not capture him alive. What intentions the Imperium has here, I suspect you know far better than I.
Briala's people are whispering about disappearances in the servants' quarters. This key may lead there.
The ambassador does have eyes and ears everywhere, does she not? Proceed with caution, Inquisitor. Enemies abound, and not all of them aligned with Tevinter. What comes next will be most exciting.
Morrigan. Alright, let's ballroom it up. Greet the Empress's ladies in waiting. Who? What?
Lucille of the Gentry of Arlezan, third cousin of Duke Gratien of Arlezan.
Can I not get past you?
Are you happy to see me at all, Inquisitor? Hello.
Hello!
I'll see you later.
Another time.
Apparently I should be looking for ladies in waiting. Is this a lady in waiting?
I would be impressed if I
Where's Cullen?
Do you enjoy music?
Lels.
Has something of us. Look at Lady Cambion's slippers, trimmed with pearls and emeralds, and those buckles. Toss her into the lake and she'll sink right to the bottom. What a disaster.
There's a Tevinter assassin on the loose, and you're concerned about buckles on shoes.
Everyone needs a hobby. Besides, you can learn a great deal about a person from their clothing. Gold and jewels on a dancing slipper. A slipper is easily the possibility of losing the shoe or soiling it. A vulgar display of wealth. But Lady Cambien's family has recently lost most of its holdings. They have their title, but little else. So, how did Cambien acquire such a grand shoe, What has she done? Who has she bedded? These are all useful questions, no?
You're different here than in Skyhold. More approachable, perhaps?
This is Halam Shiral, Inquisitor. This is the Imperial Court. This is the beating heart of the Great Game. Of course, everyone is wearing a mask. I learned this very young. I was still a girl when I attended my first ball. All this, the smiles, the small talk, it is a dance. And like any dance, it can be learned. For some of us, it has become so familiar that the steps may be performed in our sleep.
Who do you think the Inquisition should support?
What we need most of all is a stable Orlais. Either Celine or Gaspard can give us that.
I found this out. I'm not sure of its value.
Very interesting. It may not help our investigation, but we can put it to use. A little more dirt like this, and we might have some leverage in the court. If you find more, let me know.
I should go. Be on your guard.
I always am.
Alright.
Laurent Boisdelot. You are an interesting one.
Thank you.
A Dalish in the Winter Palace. More genteel than the Grand Duke. That's put this lot in their place, hasn't it?
Do you care to dance, Lady Mantilon?
You, Inquisitor, are a delight. One does not often find foreigners so well versed in the game. But you have other dances to perform first. Perhaps you will save me a dance for later?
Sure.
Have you noticed anything odd this evening?
Too few Imperial guards stand in attendance, my dear. A shame. They are so pleasantly decorative.
I'd like your opinion of this gathering, my lady.
It's doomed to fade, of course. Celine knows that. At least it should be amusing. We haven't had such a menagerie at court in living memory.
Good evening, my lady.
There's an operation for dancing.
And here we are. You've done well so far. Keep it up. Remember, my dear, this is war.
Any words of wisdom for navigating the ballroom?
Speak to the Council of Heralds. 6 of them are here tonight. The 7th member of the Council is indisposed. His absence will complicate the negotiations. The Council are the highest-ranking players of the game. They see everything. They might know something we can use.
I've always wondered, what's the Orlesian fascination with masks?
We all wear masks, my dear, not just the people in Orlais. Who you are as a son, a lover, a friend, is not the same man who speaks for Andraste and leads the Inquisition. Orlesians codify this truth, make it visible. By giving each of these selves its own separate face, they believe they can be their truest selves, unmasked.
Anything happening I should know?
Strange that I haven't seen much of Grand Duchess Florian. One could always find her clinging desperately to the Empress's skirts before.
It seems like you enjoy this, Vivienne.
This is the game, Inquisitor. Of course I enjoy it. If I didn't, I'd be dead by now.
Tell me, Vivienne, where do you want the crown to fall?
What I want is irrelevant, darling. Orlais requires stability, and that is best served by Empress Celine.
Be ready to act when I give the signal.
Always, my dear.
Okay. Alright.
Still remember the day Mistress Nightingale. What a pleasure.
Colin will talk to you later. Let's talk to Miss Fleur.
Inquisitor, to what do we owe this honor? We are always delighted to speak with you, of course. Her Imperial Majesty is unfortunately occupied at present.
Good evening.
Until next time, Inquisitor. Do take care. Enjoy the
Inquisitor Lavella, how many of the guests have mistaken you for a kitchen servant? You've charmed some of the nobles. We'll see how long you can keep their favor. What brings you to me?
I had a question about you, Briala.
I'm an elf, Inquisitor. That should tell you everything you need to know about my life. I'm good at what I do. And so the matters. I will help my people no matter the cost.
I've been told you were romantically involved with the Empress.
I didn't take you for a gossip monger, Inquisitor. I suppose your spies have already briefed you, so there's no point in pretending. Yes, Celine and I were lovers once, but we've gone our separate ways now.
What's your story? How was an elf invited to the Empress's ball as an ambassador?
Empress Celine and I have history. There was a time when I put my spies at her disposal. She knows my qualifications. We had a falling out. Now we are negotiating to determine whether I return to her side in the war.
I'm surprised you'd admit that, considering the circumstances.
I know it's incriminating. Few harbor more resentment against Celine than I. But if she died after inviting me here, the court would certainly pin her death on me. An elf assassinating the Empress? Alienages across Orlais, across all Thedas, would be purged. That cannot happen.
No, it cannot.
I want to know more about the peace talks. What can you tell me about Celine and Gaspard?
Gaspard is a warmonger. He served in the war against Ferelden and fought a dozen skirmishes on the Navarran border. He's a simple man. Simple men aren't hard to manipulate. Celine is the voice of reason in the Empire. But reason is cautious. Reason looks for compromise. Reason doesn't choose radical change, however sorely it may be needed.
Alright, I don't want to tell her anything
Speak
I
more later,
found.
Ambassador.
Another time, Inquisitor.
Let's just explore around. I want to go back to that library. But we did find, Miss Morrigan.
My friend, come in, have a drink. What can I do for you? You've been busily charming the court, I see.
I'd like to know more about you.
All of Orlais knows my story. But you, my friend, are far too sensible to be Orlesian. The heart of it is simple. I am the rightful heir to the throne of Orlais. But my cousin, Celine, is a politician, while I am a man of action. She charmed the Council of Heralds. They gave the crown to her, and while it looks fetching on her, I intend to take it back.
What are you claiming? Her crown or her head?
If Celine loses her head, it will not be my doing.
Really?
I want my empire. I do not wish harm on my cousin, but I would not weep at her demise.
Alright.
We'll speak later, Duke Gaspard.
Another time, friend.
We've done pretty
Doesn't
well.
look like negotiations are going well.
I have an idea, Josephine. You should invite all the girls.
I do want to get the order of those candles.
Mr. Dowager, don't make eye contact. She wouldn't want to speak with nobody.
How do I get back to this library? I'm basically looking to light those candles in the correct order. And we'll see what that delivers for me. Did I not go through here yet? Oh, I can't. That's right. I unfortunately need a rogue. Alright, let's get... whatever. This looked to be the first one. Alright. Blue, blue, blue. Here. What opened? Inquisition scout hat. Normally I'd think that would be something relevant, but that was the Hala statue. God, my approval is starting to tank down as I... Oh! Oh my god! Yeah, but look at all I found in here. Confusion grenades. Oh! 5% range defense, not bad. Masterwork Magister Staff Blade. And that would be for our lovely Vivian. Alright, we're at 82. We're still good for now. I think we've got all that we're going to from the library. I obviously can't get into there right now. So let's return to the courts. I've already eavesdropped on a couple of these locations. Is this open? There's a couple places that weren't quite open at the time that... Noble, will you talk to me? No. What's up this way? Hello. Alright. Whee! I'm leaning more towards Celine at this point. We can leave the military to myself. I'd be a little bit concerned about him going overboard with military. Where I'm not really looking to do that. I'm so happy I saw Morrigan though. Where's Toegoff?
This could be worth checking out.
Yeah, let's see if anybody tries to fucking attack me now. Oh, wow, we've got a whole transition. Does that mean I'm putting on my weapon? Maybe? Possibly? Oh. Open the inventory menu to equip. Yes.
Breath.
Foe cleaver. I would...
Stabbing, and then real stabbing. Lungs full, frothing, scent of apples as it all goes black.
We're gonna stay in this wear for now. In fact, the only thing I might do differently is putting on... I mean, I'm pretty sure anyone could figure out it's me, but... Anyway, folks, we're going to cut here. As always, thanks for watching. Tune in the next. Thanks for watching, everybody.